You must be aware that median can be located graphically also. It is done through cumulative frequency curve. So let us understand how do we locate median graphically. Hello everyone. Welcome to our EcoStudies channel. I am Poonam Vora, your instructor from Egypt, bringing 28 years of dedicated CBSE teaching experience. We are introducing series for our subjects to give you an insight of our offered courses on our website that will help you prepare for CBSE and CUET examinations. But before we jump into the concepts, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss out on any of my free valuable videos. And if you like the content, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Now let's get started. Hello everyone. So far you have understood estimating median in individual series, discrete series, continuous series, and in some of the special cases. Now you will understand how can median be located graphically. For that, you need to make use of cumulative frequency and cumulative frequency curve, which is known as OGIF. So let's begin with graphic location of median. Let's understand how can median be located graphically with the help of a numerical example. This example is about the wages of the workers, where wages are given in class intervals beginning from 20 to 30 till 70 to 80. Number of workers are given as frequencies. You need to locate the median graphically using less than OGIF, more than OGIF, then a combined OGIF, and finally verify the median using the formula. Let's understand the steps to find less than cumulative frequency, which will be then converted into less than OGIF. So the first step is that you need to draw less than wages table with two columns as shown here, wages and number of workers. Then you need to convert each class interval into less than wage data. You need to begin with the lowest class interval of 20 to 30, stating less than 30 as the first class interval. 30 is the upper limit of the first class interval. So the first in the series is less than 30. Number of workers are 5, which is given. Thereafter, you need to find by adding the subsequent frequencies. In the second case, less than 40, you need to add 5. That is the number of workers which were in the class interval category of 20 to 30 plus the number of workers which were in the category of 30 to 40. So it is 8. So on this would be 13, which means that 13 workers get wages less than 40. Similarly, one can find for all the subsequent class intervals till less than 80, and we find that 40 workers get wages less than 80. Let us understand the steps required for the graphical presentation of less than OGIF. For that, you are not required to use the graph paper. Use simple paper. And first thing is mark the x-axis and y-axis perpendicular to each other, intersecting at their origin. Then next, on x-axis of the graph, label less than wages and mark each centimeter of the graph as rupees 10, 20, 30 and so on. On y-axis, label it as number of workers and mark each centimeter of workers as 10, 20, 30 and so on. Finally, By coordinating the workers and the wages, plot the points, join the points, and you will get less than or give graph. So continuing with the example, we have wages less than 30, 40 and so on till 80. Accordingly, we have got number of workers as 5, 13 till 40. Now we need to plot it on the paper. As I just said, y-axis workers, x-axis wages. So first is 30 wages and number of workers is 5. So plot all the points and then join the points and you will get less than or give curve which will be upward sloping. One can find median wage from less than or give curve also. For that, we already know that median wage is the salary of n by 2th worker. N is 40 by 2, that is 20th worker. So draw a straight line from 20 on y-axis and the point where this line cuts the less than or give curve, draw a line parallel to y-axis till it meets the x-axis, which will be somewhere here, that is 47. So median wage as is located is 47. Now let us understand the steps for more than cumulative frequency which will be converted into more than or give. For that also, here also we shall draw wages table with 2 columns, wages more than 70, 60 and so on, and number of workers. We need to convert each class interval into more than wage data, beginning with the highest class interval which is 70 to 80, stating more than 70 as the first class interval which is 1. For more than 60, it will be 1 plus 9, that is 10. It shows that 10 workers are getting wages more than 60. Similarly, follow the procedure for the rest and complete it till the last class interval. Let us understand the steps for graphical presentation of more than or give. You do not require any graph paper. On simple paper, mark the x-axis and y-axis perpendicular to each other, intersecting at their origin. On x-axis, label as more than wages and mark each centimeter as rupees 10, 20, 30 and so on. On y-axis, label it as number of workers and mark each centimeter as workers 10, 20, 30. Plot the points, join the points, and you will get more than or give curve. So have a look at more than or give curve. How to plot? It's simple. Just like less than or give, number of workers are taken on y-axis, wages on x-axis. Simply plot the values. Coordinate with 70 and 1. This is the point. Then 60 and 10, this is the point, and so on. By joining these points, you get a curve which will be downward sloping. Now, we need to combine less and more than cumulative frequencies to plot less than and more than or give in the same diagram. We have already found that there are 5 workers who get wages less than 30. There are 13 workers who get wages less than 40 and so on. Similarly, there is just 1 worker who gets wages more than 70. There are 10 workers who get wages more than 60 and so on. So we need to plot these points simultaneously on a graph to easily locate median. Let us understand how is median located graphically. Have a look at the graph. Here both less than and more than or gives are plotted on the same graph. where we have found that less than or give is upward sloping and more than or give is downward sloping. So we come across a point where the two curves intersect. We are concerned with this point, and you need to draw a straight line from the point of intersection of more than and less than or give to y-axis, which is parallel to x-axis, and we reach at this point. That is the point where this line cuts is the worker whose wage is the median wage, that is 20th worker. It was n by 2 if you remember. Then from this point of intersection, draw a straight line parallel to y-axis to cut x-axis, and you get a point which is in between 40 and 50, nearing 50. This is the median salary of 20th worker, which is 47. This we shall confirm with the help of a formula. So we need to verify the value of median which we located graphically. For that, we shall follow the same procedure. Like median size, we have already found n by 2, which is 20th item, and following the table, n by 2th item lies in the cumulative frequency class of 23. Accordingly, the number of workers or the frequency is 10. Cumulative frequency is taken a value preceding this value, which is 13, and class interval is 40 to 50. So we shall apply the formula L1 plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency into I. L1 is 40, n by 2 is 20, we have already found that, and cumulative frequency is 13. Frequency is 10 divided by 10 multiplied by class interval, which is 10. So multiplied by 10. And by calculating, we get 47. So median wage is 47. That's what we found graphically. So it is verified. I hope you have understood how to locate median graphically. Let me just sum up the steps. Whatever data is given, first convert it into less than cumulative frequency, then convert it into more than cumulative frequency. Then you need to plot the two on the same graph or follow whatever is asked in the question. That is, if the question is about plotting less than and more than or gives separately, then do that. Otherwise, you can have a combined graph of less than and more than cumulative frequencies termed as less than and more than or gives. Find the point of intersection. From that point of intersection, have a perpendicular to join y-axis first and then to x-axis. And wherever the point lies on x-axis would be the median value. This is not enough, then you need to verify it using the formula and find the median. If the median by using formula is same as is shown on the graph, then it is correct. Otherwise, there is something wrong somewhere, either in the graph or in your calculation. The two must match. Only then median is verified. That's all for now. Next time we shall discuss partition values. Till then, keep practicing. Thank you. To learn more, visit our website and enroll in our courses to master economics and get a higher score in CBSE and CUET examination. With our current introductory offer, you can enroll in each of the courses for just Rs 999. So, seize the opportunity and join before the introductory offer expires. Like, share and subscribe to EcoStudies channel. Also, drop a comment. See you in the next session for another concept. Thank you.